welcome. Welcome, hello everyone to Wednesday night. My name's Brian. I'm in sunny Southend in England. We're on the international duty tonight in Goth Kitchen. Thank you very much to Haley. Good evening, Haley.
Actually, may I interrupt? Are we not in Goth Kitchen? This is Afghan Calling, isn't it?
I'm in Goth Kitchen, I said.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I must still have water in my ears. I'm sorry.
I'm in Goth Kitchen. Hello, Haley, before I was rudely interrupted by the strange lady in the corner. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Very well, thank you very much. And Russ, sitting next to us, pretty. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, not well, not bad at all, not bad. Mum, we've already said about you.
I am well, thank you very much.
And Boss.
Just trying to get the t-shirt in shot.
Do that.
Yes.
Are they available to buy?
www.afghan.co.uk.
Look as cool as Mum and Boss. So, yeah, and that as well.
Yeah. I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah. Let's go around the room. Let me find out how your day's been. So let's start with our guests. Whereabouts are you two? Whereabouts in the world are you two? And how's your bloody day been?
Well, we are based out of San Diego, California, where everything is on fire and everyone's screaming at each other constantly. Yeah, so far the day's been pretty chill on my end because I've just been on dog duty and hanging out and dressing the set. Yeah. Haley, how's your day been?
My day's been good. I've been working, so I work from home. So I've been working, and then I told my boss I had to go for lunch break so I could do this.
Yay! And Mum, how's your day been?
It's been good, thank you very much. I went for my daily swim, which was amazing. There was small fry jumping in the shallows. There was mackerel jumping, and we saw a seal, so it was beautiful. It's lovely. There was lots of bubbles, and I said, Sash, what are all these bubbles? She said, it's fish. And I said, no, it can't be fish. And it's fish jumping out of the water. It was incredible. So it's beautiful.
Fish in the sea.
Fish in the sea. Who'd have thunk it? Actual fish in the sea. Yeah.
Wow. And Boss, how are you?
Sleep deprived.
You always say that.
Doesn't get any easier. He started crawling.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's crazy. Anytime I take him anywhere, he shouts to let everyone know he's arrived. All the other babies that I know, they sit there, chill, playing with a rattle. He is like, he got a bucket on his head yesterday. I don't even know how he got a bucket on his head. No, he's good. And I got to go for a haircut today, which is like my monthly therapy session. Which is
and it looks gorgeous. It looks beautiful.
Happy. Marvelous.
Looks
how's
gorgeous.
your day, Brian?
Thank you.
All my work colleagues are back at work with me now.
Oh.
So I've been working on my own for 6 months, and now they're all back, and it's fucking horrible. I hate it, and I want them all to go again. It's been really nice. I hope they're not watching this. It's been really nice and peaceful and quiet, and now it's just like that.
I think you've got to have small talk. You've got to have chit chat.
I don't want to do chit chat. I don't want to do small talk. I just want to get on with my job. So there you go.
You've already done all your chit chat before you get to work with your daily post.
Yeah.
Like you've done a lot of chit chatting already.
Yeah, that's just right. And I could just, I just want to go to work, do my job, and come home again. One thing lockdowns taught me is that I don't really want to do small talk with anyone. So I've just become really antisocial. That's what it is. Which might not be good.
I know you're communicating with like 30,000 people on a daily basis.
They don't talk to me back, do they?
You don't have to read what they say back.
No. There you go. So anyway, Haley and Ross, thank you very much for being here. Ross, when you say there's fires in California,
yeah,
how close are these fires to you?
So they're I would say driving 30 minutes away?
Yeah, something like that. 45, 30 minutes away.
Yeah. So the sky was very, very hazy yesterday.
And orange. That was exciting.
Oh, that's pretty close because you're obviously America's huge. So if you say it's only 30 minutes away, that's right on your doorstep.
Yeah.
It's pretty close, but we're out of the line of it normally just because we're in like the city area. So it's like it's less of the once you go 30 minutes out, that's when you start to get hills and a lot of like the dry brush and things like that. And that's where it all kind of catches. But we're very far from suburbs. So
okay. And this happens every summer now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and oddly enough, the ones that are happening north up in San Bernardino, this is now the second round of fires that has been started by a gender reveal involving pyrotechnics. So that's
pretty cool. That.
Yeah, like hey, here's the genitals of our child, and now we burn down the world. Announcement.
It's not Trump's fault then. Not this one.
No, not this one. A lot of other stuff, definitely. But this one, we'll just chalk that up to idiots.
Well, good luck then. Yeah, that general. What can I say? Good luck then. Try to stay away from them flames. Did you have a gender reveal, boss?
No.
No.
I don't remember. I don't know what happened in the last 7 months, let alone what happened last year.
What do you do up north then? What's the gender reveal up north look like?
Oh, we had to have a test because they thought the baby, there might be some complications. And when they rang up to say everything was okay, she said on the phone, do you want to know the gender? So that's how I found out on the phone.
That's not as exciting as Cannon setting fire to California, but there you go.
Yeah, that's thank you for not burning down an entire swath of countryside.
Yeah.
You couldn't burn down Yorkshire anyway, it's too wet.
No, it rains every day here. It didn't rain today.
What?
It didn't rain today.
Summer. How was it?
It was good. I went into the garden, but it's so waterlogged from where it's been raining that Dylan got really muddy because he zoomed off out of his little play pit. It's crazy.
There you go. We digress again.
Yeah.
Russ and Haley, tell me the reason you two are here. Tell me what you two do that's got us to drag you two in for our chat tonight.
We have a podcast that where we obsessively talk about idols
and a bunch of other nonsense as well.
Where we ramble and get onto tangents and talk about 90s movies and cartoons and Billy Joel.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I love that.
That's our podcast. We started I'm Scum and Idlescast a little over a year ago. And it started as just two friends who wanted an excuse to hang out and talk about their favorite band. And a year later and 50 episodes later, it's kind of turned into its own sort of thing that we never expected it to be.
50. So it's been 50, hasn't it, recently?
Yeah, we're dropping our 50th episode tonight.
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So how did Idols become your favorite band, and why did you decide to start the podcast?
Oh, geez.
Okay.
How did you discover them? When did you first hear them?
So I found them because I love all of Anthony Fantano's reviews. I'm a big fan of The Needle Drop. And I watched his YouTube review of Joy as an Act of Resistance. And I was like, okay, well, I got to listen to this. And then after listening to it, I realized, I had listened to Brutalism a couple of years earlier, but it just didn't click with me for whatever reason. And then going back, diving deep into Joy and falling in love with everything they do and what they're all about. And then I sent Haley the video to Colossus, and I was like, hey, two things. You're going to love this song. Second, the lead singer has a dope gap in his teeth, just like you. So I feel like you'll really like it. And we've been friends talking about idols ever since.
Oh, I love that.
And we tried to start a podcast about a million other things before that, but the podcast happened because we decided we really should have a podcast because we can't shut up when we're around each other. And then idols just happened to be what we couldn't stop talking about. Anytime we tried to record another topic, it would just go right back to idols every time.
You've known each other for a lot of ages, you two. You've been friends for a long time.
We've been acquaintances for a while, but like our like best friendship wasn't really fully canonized until we went and saw Idols and Fontaine's DC at the Belly Up here in San Diego, and like that gig was just like.
Is that when you got up on stage, the pair of you?
No, that was later.
That was last year, and in October, I think.
Yeah, that was October of this last year, and that was
one of the greatest moments of my life. She got to crowd surf for her first time.
I did. At age 30, I got to crowd surf for the first time. It was very exciting.
I haven't got up on stage yet at all, nor crowd surfed. So I need to do it one day.
Sounds like it's time.
Yeah.
I'm 50 next year, though. I'd never make it.
That's it now, Brian. Everyone's going to crowd surf you at the next show. You've asked for it now.
They will.
And they're going to steal your views.
Shut up! Don't say that.
They're going to steal your views.
Oh, what, next year, Brixton, on me 50th? Every night, I'm there.
No, when we go to see them supporting Liam, that's when it will happen.
Yeah.
Well, when's that? Dublin next summer?
Belfast
Next
I
summer.
don't know. I mean, hopefully this stuff will happen.
Yeah, well, we're straight on to Aces again.
I know, sorry.
So,
Again.
I'm Scum episode 1. How did you? Or is it just done off the cuff? You just sit down with that microphone and you just talk.
That's what we do now, ultimately. We have a couple things that we'll write down just to structure it, but episode 1, no, we were the opposite. I'm a planner, and we sat down and we planned out this whole structured thing where we were like, okay, here's our bullet points for the entire episode, and it was the driest, most boring thing we've ever done. Was that episode 1. We took ourselves way too seriously and thought we were serious music journalists. And it was like, it took until the 4th episode when I got back from a family vacation where it was just like, I was sunburnt to hell, and it was hot as all get out in this house. And so it was like we were melting and our brains were destroyed. And so we just started getting really goofy. And that's when it started actually being more off the cuff and just kind of us laughing at each other until we couldn't stop. And then me editing it down so it at least sounds like some form of communication.
Haley is very good at making me sound funny. Very good.
That's your job, Russ. Russ, you tell me what you do for a living, or what you did do for a living.
Yeah, I used to be a stand-up comedian and did that for about a decade.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't until I was kind of dialing it back from stand-up because I started to kind of hate my material because it was all just me talking about like things that piss me off and like yeah, how many comedians can just yell about how awful Donald Trump is like before like anything changes? Nothing's going to change.
Mm-hmm.
When we started doing the podcast, then it became kind of more, that's my comedic outlet where I can just do really silly stuff that I would never do on stage. And so, yeah, that's kind of turned my back on stand-up, and now I'm Scum and Idlescast is where I get my chuckles.
Can I just say, Mum, you're sinking.
Am I thinking? I just can't get it. I can't get it right at all. I think I'm in the wrong room. I need to be on. I'm going to do it from my bedroom. I'm going to be like Paula Yates. Next time, I'm going to be lying on my bed. I reckon I will be more happier up there. In my.
All I can see is the top of your glasses. See?
Oh, really? Oh no! I actually feel like I want to go up there now. Actually, because I just feel. I feel very anxious. I've got bad anxiety of late.
Oh my God, the whole world has.
Calm down. There you go.
So you guys,
Have you got Have you got a question, Mum?
Have I got a question? No, I've got menopause brain. I can't even if I had it written down, I wouldn't be able to fucking read my writing. So I have no questions. I was going to be about as much use as a chocolate teapot today. So I would just sit here, up there in the top left-hand corner, looking like a dick. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. Shouldn't be here. Should be in bed.
Dick with glasses on.
A dickhead with glasses on. I'm sorry.
I do apologise for Mum. She's having a moment.
I'm having a senior moment, but yeah, I'm sorry. It'll all come when we've finished, and then I'll just be kicking myself.
So Russ and Haley, when was your first guest? What episode was the first time you had someone on?
So our first guest was actually Nadia.
So when you started the podcast, had you already discovered this whole kind of world that was around Idols with Afghan and with all these other bands and people?
Yeah, actually, it was the night I was informed of Idols is when I went on a deep dive, and I love research. So I went down like every YouTube thing I could find. I searched them through Google, and that's when Afghan came up. And then right after we went to our first show, that's when I was like, have you heard of Afghan yet? And like Heavy Lungs, and like, let's talk about all this stuff.
That's my favorite, is the Heavy Lungs, because she's like, oh, have you listened to Heavy Lungs? I was like, no, who's that? She's like, it's Danny Nadelko's band. I was like, wait, Danny Nadelko's a real person? I thought he was like some English hero. No, he's a real person.
He is like a folk hero as well now. That's what's happened. But
he is.
He is. Bless him.
Yeah, that's how she hit me to Afghan. And yeah, I mean, everything the community's about and embodies is something we're 100% all about on the podcast and in real life. Like, kind of one of the things we try to do on the podcast is like, it's as much fun for us as it is like kind of like an accountability buddy like exercise, where like for a couple hours a week we get to be like our best selves and our weirdest selves, and then just kind of use that energy to carry through the rest of the week.
Yeah. And we kind of found Afghan at the perfect time, because that's right when a bunch of like, we wanted to be better. So it was like, oh, here's a whole group of people that also want to like be better and like be with each other. This is awesome. And that was kind of it. It was kind of perfect. And then
we're all trying. That's the key.
Yeah,
exactly.
As long as you're trying and talking and just and it's that old cliche, isn't it? It's all right. It's all right to not be all right. And for me, I think that's the line for me that runs through the Afghan, and it just resonates with people.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's like I mean, I can only speak for myself, but like, kind of one of the things that's always stuck out to me with Afghan that gave me a lot of fuel to just kind of be the best I can be is seeing so many people who are like, you know, I just celebrated 3 years of being sober and everything like that. And for me, like, I've been sober since November 28th of last year. And like, if it wasn't for Idols, if it wasn't for Afghan, if it wasn't for this podcast, I don't think I would be on this journey. And like, Afghan has completely changed the way that like I view like how to get support and how to, I guess, find catharsis through community.
Yeah. That's so awesome. And it's so cool the way that the podcast and Afghan kind of run parallel to each other now, and that you're documenting everything that's coming through the community. So we'll always have this to look back on in years and years to come.
Yeah, it's a weird form of curatorial gonzo journalism that we're doing.
And it's its own kind of time capsule, if you will.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And I love it. We're just like all the biggest fanboys and girls for Idols on the same chat right now.
Yes.
So when you first met the guys, had you spoke to them on the podcast already, or did you meet them and then? Because I know you met them at that second show, right?
Yeah, we just met them, and it was like, God, how did it work out?
How that ended up panning out was, I think we were at a point where we were just like, you know what, like let's just like throw some shit at the wall and see what sticks. And we ended up sending a picture of me in some like corgi shorts with the Infinity Gauntlet from the Avengers movies, completely shirtless, and like laying on a bed with a bunch of merch behind us with text that said, "Pick on Scum and Idlescast to interview you in LA or San Diego," just to pull from their playbook. Next thing we know, like, hey, you want to interview him? All right. Be here at this time before the show. And we were like, okay.
Yeah. And it was the first time we spoke to them was there at the show. So we were super nervous. We totally like got starstruck for the first few minutes. And like our setup for the audio is just a laptop and a microphone. So it's not like it's fancy by any means. So it was just kind of like setting up this like half-formed, like very cheap setup going like, bear with us. We'll make this work. It'll sound okay.
That's how we do it. It's fine. That's how we do it.
We have no idea.
This is better.
Yeah.
What episode was that? What episode number did the boys appear?
I think it's 15 or 16.
Okay.
Yeah, we did that one in 3 parts too.
Yeah, so we did them in a couple parts and then did like a whole, just the raw interview itself without any goofiness around it as like.
Well, you meant to have them for like half an hour and you stayed for about 2.
Yeah.
That's what always tends to happen whenever like when it's like, okay, well we're gonna do an interview. Next thing we know, like, oh boy, the day is gone.
No, that was super cool. We felt like that was a really special moment of like, we thought we had a very strict 30 minutes. And then I looked down and it was like, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. What's going on? This is great.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Talbot does like to talk as well. And I think, and you do.
Well, I think we can finally tease it now. And you have a look of fear on you. I guess we can announce it here. So when Ultramono comes out, we're going to be doing a whole month of content with multiple episodes a week. We're calling it Ultra Montho. And we've got some exclusive lengthy chats with the boys about the album.
Brilliant.
Wow.
So look for that.
Brilliant. Well done. So your other guests. Who's been your other, apart from the boys obviously, who's been your other highlights that you've had on the show?
God, for me, I loved having Mark Bent on. That was amazing. And all of you guys, like that was super cool because I felt like we got like the whole separate section of like the stars of the Idols fan base. So we got all 3 of you, and that was amazing.
The Mark Bent one was great because he didn't shut up. He literally, he didn't breathe once, did he, for the whole thing?
That's what we looked for.
Yeah, that was, he made it so easy because it was just kind of like, we have a few questions that could either be really easy or really hard, and he just like kept going off, and we were like, this is perfect. We don't even have to talk.
I think one of my highlights was when we interviewed John Newton of the Tremendous John ×2. And one of the things that had been bugging me, I guess not bugging me, that I noticed that like you mentioned birds quite a few times in your albums. What's up with the birds? And the response was like, there's a lot of birds in Crystal Palace. And that was it. And I was like, I thought it was going to be some like big deep thing.
Yeah, there are a lot of birds in Crystal Palace, boss.
No. I don't know what he's talking about. I lived in Crystal Palace at the same time that John did, and we used to hang out. And I don't know what birds he's talking about.
Pigeons.
The mystery continues.
Oh, well.
I'm in the park with some birds.
He's a gigolo. I saw that. He must have a dark secret, or it's just code for something, isn't it?
Maybe.
Let's start a rumour now.
Right.
Go
That one, it's gone.
No, that John. What's Mum told us? Did your mum?
Oh, blame me.
So you guys had plans to come over to the UK this year. We were going to try and do something together,
Yep.
Yeah.
like a live pod or something.
Almost now. It was around this time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be right around now.
Yeah, it was supposed to be in the lead up for Ultramono. We're just going to
Yeah.
head out and do a bunch of live shows, on the spot recording, and
Oh, that would have been so good.
All the installs that would have happened. All the in-store shows, the weekend of installs that would have happened for sure.
oh man.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year or sometime whenever Americans are allowed to leave our country.
Maybe we can do like an exchange program. You come to us and we'll come to you.
Yeah.
That's
There
a
we go.
good exchange. Let's do that.
Like
Not
full foreign exchange.
exchange. Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Let's do that.
I've been to San Diego before. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
We've got great burritos.
It's true.
They're so good. That's like the simple thing. You're right there, turned into Blair Witch Project for a second.
Nick put blue tack there to hold my fucking screen up and it fell down. Do you know what? I'm just going to hold it. Just going to hold it.
Welcome to Afgang's screening of the film Cloverfield, everyone.
Dog's going mad. Mum's got a flush on.
I literally have
Haley, you might need to do like a planning workshop with us.
I would say, guys,
Yeah.
I'm normally more professional than this, but I'd be lying through my teeth. So
That's about par for the course for us. So,
And this is why we haven't done a podcast yet.
I don't know. I end up cutting out the weirdest sounds, like the dog shaking all the time, like throughout the room, and just end up going, okay, cutting that out. It's all in the editing.
Yeah.
Who would be your, apart from the boys, about them?
What was that?
Who's your next guest? Who do you want to interview for the podcast?
Ooh,
Oh,
we've got a random list of people we'd love to have
yeah,
on.
we've got like a dream list of like absolute like apex of like who'd we get. Who's some of yours, Haley? You got any off the top of your head?
Billy Joel.
I can spit some out if you want.
I think you should spit some out, because the ones on my head, I don't know. I don't want to jinx it.
So we're both big fans of Run the Jewels, and this is like a pie in the sky years down the road, hopefully. But Run the Jewels are apparently fans of Idols, and I would love to just pick LP and Killer Mike's brains about Idols and what they think about them.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd love to get Anthony Fantano on it sometime. Like, that would be really cool, because he actually reviewed Idols, and I think it'd be really cool to interview him and turn the tables on him. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it could happen. People love talking about the band, so I think we should just...
You don't say.
And then, we desperately want Yowl on the podcast.
Have you reached out?
Yeah.
They're quite shy. Let me work some magic.
Ooh.
No, Gabe owes me a favour. I'm going to get. He's coming in Goth Kitchen first, because that was my agreement. He asked me to do something the other day. I was like, only if you come in the kitchen. He was like, all right then.
That's a fair
He's
trade.
just telling me he sounds like Jim Morrison, and he's putty in your hands. It's great.
Oh my gosh. I was actually, speaking of Jim Morrison, I was watching just a weird little YouTube video about actors who got really into their role, like method actors and stuff like that. And so they were talking about Oliver Stone's The Doors, and Val Kilmer, how he got the part to play Jim Morrison was he made a mixtape and gave it to Oliver Stone and was like, 5 of these songs are me singing. The other 5 are Jim Morrison singing. And Oliver Stone calls him back. He's like, I can't tell the difference. And Val Kilmer says, yeah, because they were all me.
Whoa.
That's a boom. Brilliant move.
That's confidence for you.
Yeah, I'm your huckleberry, dude.
Fabulous, fabulous. Anything else, Mum, you want to ask? You barely shut up.
No, don't be mean. You know I didn't want to do this tonight, Brian, so I'm completely out of my comfort zone even more than I usually am. So just shut the fuck up, Brian.
You're wearing the t-shirt so well.
What, this t-shirt?
Boss, anything else you want to ask? I've got you are literally. I'm going to take you through my quickfire round very shortly. Because there's no way in the world you're getting away with that. Is there anything else, boss, you want to cover before we jump onto that?
No, I don't think so. I think that all good. Do the quickfire. Give it back to them.
So
lightning round versus quickfire round. Ready, fight.
This is quickfire. So the rules and regulations on this are no thinking. You don't do what Lee did and fuck off to the kitchen and come back half an hour later with an answer. Ready?
All right.
Haley, you're going first.
Okay.
Haley, your favourite Idols track?
Mother.
Russ, your favourite Idols track?
Queens!
Haley, complete the sentence. When I dance, I look...
Stupid.
Hey, Russ, favourite foot?
My right one.
That's the right answer. Well done. Haley, the best city in the world?
New York.
Russ, summer or winter?
Oh, winter.
Haley, favourite film?
Oh, geez.
Oh, that's tough.
But I'm a cheerleader.
What's that?
It's an amazing movie about it's Clea Duvall and Natasha Lyonne in a gay conversion camp, and it's a comedy.
Doesn't sound like a comedy.
It's amazing. It's basically making fun of people who want to convert. It's weird.
Okay, Russ, Blur or Oasis?
Oh man. I want to say Blur, but I'm gonna say Oasis.
Yeah.
You want to say Blur, but you can't because it's the wrong answer.
And also because they only Blur didn't really hit over here in the States as hard.
True.
We I think most Americans, when you mention Blur, they're like, oh, the band who had that Woohoo song from the Charlie's Angels Throttle trailer.
That was as good as they got, to be fair. Haley, what celebrity do you hate the most?
Oh, geez. I don't know if I have a hated celebrity that I hate them. Can it be somebody that's not a movie star? Is that okay?
Anyone.
All right. What's his name?
Donald Trump.
No, Elon Musk.
Oh yeah, he's a knobhead.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Yeah.
Russ, Marmite. Do you have Marmite in America?
We don't. I have had Marmite, and I'm not a big fan of it. But I will say this. I highly recommend going on YouTube and check out this channel called Abroad in Japan. It's this sassy British guy named Chris Broad who's been living in Japan, and he has all of his Japanese friends try Marmite. And it is one of the most hilarious videos of watching people's taste buds revolt against them.
Oh my goodness. Make sure you share that on Afghan.
I will.
Please.
Haley, same question. Have you tried Marmite? Yes or no?
I have never tried Marmite.
You would love it. It's beautiful. Russ, dogs or cats? Probably a stupid question.
Well, my dog technically is a cat. All he does is sleep and cuddle all day. So
yeah. Okay.
Goji's a bit of a cat, but technically dog.
Haley, your best album ever?
Oh, I'm actually going to say Brutalism.
Oh, bold and beautiful. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Russ, what's the strangest thing you've ever eaten?
Oh, man.
That's a good answer, but...
Yeah, you know what? We'll just say people. I had some Soylent Green a while ago, and it was pretty good.
Haley, your favourite insect?
None? Can none be an answer? I don't like insects.
Okay. Russ, tea or coffee?
Oh, coffee.
Haley, your favourite smell?
Like flour while baking.
Okay. Russ, are frogs evil?
Are frogs evil? You know, I don't trust them. I'll say that much.
They are evil, and because you can't trust them. That's the right answer. Well done.
I had one in my bedroom once.
Fuck off! I would have moved.
When I had to move back home to my mum's when everything went wrong, and I had to live in the storeroom converted, which had a cat flap in it.
The shed, you mean?
Pretty much the shed. And then I woke up and there was a frog in the bedroom.
Oh my God.
I would have ran.
I was going to say I can trump that because we had my dearly departed British Blue, big fat chunky Leon cat went into our garden. He brought a frog in, but all that was left on my lovely little Persian rug in my bedroom was just its eye.
Oh,
Fuck's sake.
Frog eye.
Remind me never to ask that question again.
This frog was alive, jumping.
Their legs are delicious.
Haley, early morning or late at night?
early morning.
Russ, your favourite film?
Oh, Lawrence of Arabia.
Oh, hearty.
I love
Haley.
Peter O'Toole.
Haley, what's your worst internet purchase?
Jeez.
He knows the answer.
Worst as in it came through poorly, or worst as in dumbest?
Either or.
I accidentally bought like 20 washcloths when I tried to get one, and it was like this pointless purchase I could never return.
Russ, your favourite album of all time?
Can I do a tie?
No? One?
All right. Turnstiles by Billy Joel.
Oh. Haley, Dave Grohl, yes or no?
No.
Yeah, well done. Russ, the celebrity that you love the most?
Oh. Celebrity I love the most. I would say Chris Evans, because he seems like a real life Captain America.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I like to
Chris Evans?
drop this in when I can, but I ran the London Marathon once. And I ran a mile with Chris Evans.
Was he like on your left and then just like
I
went
think I
by
beat
and then
him.
went by again and then again?
Well, I loved his show in the 90s, so I just wanted to chat to him about Britpop.
Haley, your favourite
Are we
sport?
talking about the same Chris Evans?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I'm talking about the guy who plays Captain America, who is constantly doing.
I'm talking about 90s TV show host extraordinaire Ginger
Right, yeah.
Evans from the UK.
Who they would never have heard of probably at all.
How does he's a legend? That is bogus.
Haley, we move on. Your favourite sport?
Does ping pong count?
Table tennis.
Yeah.
The Olympic sport,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it is. Yeah.
Russ, your favourite smell?
Freshly done laundry.
Oh, nice.
Washing up powder, you mean? Yeah. Okay. Haley, who's going to win the election in America in November?
Oh my God.
Oh. I'm going to say who I want to have win.
No.
No.
Who do you think? No. Who do you think's going to win it?
Oh.
I already know what you're
Unfortunately, my prediction is, unfortunately, I think Donald Trump's going to win. But vote Gloria La Riva, any U.S. people listening. Vote Gloria La Riva.
Who's she?
She's a socialist representative.
Russ, your favourite fish?
Oh. Clown.
Oh, I like them. They are cute. Haley, your favourite TV show of all time?
Ooh, that one's really hard. Freaks and Geeks.
I haven't seen it.
It lasted for one season. It was a show based in 1981, I believe, and it's all about teens coming of age.
Okay.
But it's cool. It's all about like the stoners and the nerds and what it was like to be an outcast during that time.
Russ, what's your worst internet purchase?
Oh, okay. So a few years ago, I bought what I thought was a pretty decent lightsaber. And it might as well have just been, I bought it through Wish, because what came in the mail was not a lightsaber. It was a dinky broken child's toy that was not officially licensed and did not make any lightsaber noises. In fact, it just went plur, 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 plur. So that's probably it. I spent about $50 on that.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. Haley, what would your superpower be?
I'd go with teleportation.
Okay. Russ, why do all Americans love the Queen?
Love Queen or the Queen?
The Queen, our Queen, Her Majesty, the Queen. I've just got this impression that you're obsessed with her.
I did not know that was a thing, but I would imagine just because, hey, I guess we pine for monarchy?
or history.
Yeah, I don't know. History is not our country's strong suit at all.
Okay. Haley, joy or brutalism or ultra mono?
Ultra mono.
Same question, Russ.
Ultra mono.
That's a bold, confident, bang on answer there. No thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Haley, what's the strangest thing you've ever eaten?
Jeez, I don't even know. I'm not that exciting. I guess octopus.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, that's pretty out there.
Good.
Fucking old boy over here.
Octopus is good.
Russ, what's your superpower?
I wanna shoot webs out of my hands. I want some of that thwip action.
Okay. You can have that.
Yeah.
Haley, what's your favourite foot?
Left.
Russ, was Elvis God?
Was Elvis God? No, but he did fight a mummy in a nursing home in East Texas in the film Bubba Hotep starring Bruce Campbell, which everyone who's watching this needs to see if you haven't.
It's the best. It's one of the best films ever made. And
That's so good.
He was God, by the way, but that's irrelevant. Haley, your last question. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Awkward. Loud. Speechless.
Hey. Russ, same question to you. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Silly, weird, nerd.
Haley, describe Russ for me in 3 words.
Strange. Verbose.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Empathetic.
Oh.
And same for you, Russ. Describe your friend Haley in 3 words.
Compassionate, kind, and oh my God, why am I blanking on it? Why am I blanking on it? Oh, what's his name? The guy that you like? Don Bluth. She loves her cartoon mice.
Okay. That's all I've got for you this evening. Can I just thank you very much for giving us your time tonight.
Yes,
Or
thank
it's
you.
not tonight. What time is it there for? Is it noon for you now? What's the time?
It is 12:48.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Can I ask one more question?
So you've got now.
Go on, Mum. Go on, boss.
If there are any music geeks watching and they're thinking, I'd really love to start a podcast or do something, do you have any advice for them?
Yes. I definitely.
Go for it.
Um,
I have some as well.
just stick with it. First of all, do it. Just do it. It's gonna suck at first. You're gonna hate it, but just do it and get it out there. And eventually, over time, you find your voice and you find your footing, and just keep at it.
And I really like what you said earlier, just throw enough shit and something's going to stick one day. I mean, that's kind of what I did.
True.
And then we
Also, my piece of advice is if you're scared of the technical side, Google's your friend. It's a lot easier than you think. You'll be able to figure it out. Drag and drop. If you can drag and drop, you can edit a podcast.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for
This
being
is
with
Chris
us.
Evans in the UK.
I know who that Chris Evans is.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, my Chris Evans has a bit more muscle mass. And,
Yeah, just Googled. He's got way more hits than our Chris Evans.
He's so far removed from their Chris Evans. It's like the complete opposite of humanity there. It's fine. It's the same name, boss. That's what happens. It's fine. It's fine.
I think I just have a lot of love for our Chris Evans, so I got super excited.
Good. Too excited.
90s Britpop. Sorry.
You should
Mum, do you want to say
cast
goodbye?
as Captain England.
I will say, I like your hair, by the way. You've coloured it recently, haven't you? A pair of you've coloured your hair recently.
Yeah, I think we both did it on the same day too.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that we've definitely a skill that we're learning in quarantine is how to do hair.
Yeah.
'Cause
DIY.
I did all this and.
Well, you cut my hair. My hair used to be down to here on one side, and he cut it like a week into quarantine, and it came out okay.
Yeah,
So-
It does. It's really nice.
Yeah, I think I've had like 5 different hair colors this year alone. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking that baby pink. You're rocking it. It looks nice.
it's like a silver with some pink and some
Yeah.
purple. It's just it's like I'm becoming Anderson Cooper. Like on a full moon, I was bit by a rogue Anderson Cooper and just becoming a silver fox.
Oh, and you're obviously going back to work now, are you, Haley?
Yes. I got a new job. It was very exciting, and I get to work from home, so that's pretty cool.
awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah, I feel pretty lucky.
And I'm gonna just hang out here with this dog and then
And
just
let
kind
the
of
cats
twiddle my
in.
thumb.
Yeah,
What was that?
Cat came.
Oh!
Gato.
That's LBK. She's annoying.
Oh,
I love that she's hiding in the basket.
Yeah.
The goth
In the cat
basket.
basket. There you go.
Awesome. Thank you
Thank
so
you very much.
thank you very much.
Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
thank you.
And please send us that photo that you sent to the guys to pick you. I want to see it.
Yes.
I will, if you want, I can post that on Afgang along with a link to Japanese people trying Marmite.
Yes, do.
Amazing. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye.